After all these steps, which take 2 to 4 years, the dancer learns the very first dance, which is called Alarippu. It translates to almost like a blossoming. And this uses every part of those movements that you saw, as well as isolations. Isolations of the head, eyes, eyebrows, neck, shoulder, arms, knee, and the entire body. So they will demonstrate what Alarippu looks like. Dancers, when they dance as a performance, wear bells on their feet, so you can hear their rhythms very clearly. The makeup also is very much helps with the eye movements, because we use so much of the eyes. The eyes are made up. We wear a lot of jewelry, and also the costume is made in a way that you can see all the pleats open up when they get into that position. Also, when you see the clip of performance, dancers paint their fingertips and toes red, because when you see these gestures, you can see them better from stage, and it's a way to decorate head to foot. Every part of the body is decorated. The dancer becomes this beautiful performer who brings to life stories, rhythms, and becomes a one-person storyteller, as well as a magnificent, strong physical performer once they are trained and well rehearsed. Ta để tổng, thế tổng, Now this piece, Alarippu, only happens after every step is almost thoroughly memorized and physically absorbed, so that there is no thinking, the body automatically reacts. What you saw is only one aspect of Bharatanatyam, the abstract rhythmic aspect, and it's called Nritta. The second aspect to Bharatanatyam is an expressive dance called Abhinaya, which means storytelling using your body, your face, your expressions, your emotions, your hand gestures. The entire body is involved in doing expressive dances. The most important aspect of it are the gestures. Along with the gestures comes the facial expression and the body movements. So we have 28 single-handed and 24 double-handed gestures. And these are, I would compare it with alphabets. You know, the letter A can be used to say many words. In many words, you see the word A, alphabet A. Similarly, every gesture can be used to convey a certain word or use that in a sentence, and the meaning changes. So it's a complex, it's almost like a language, and we have a vocabulary of gestures. And I hope you remember that I told you how Bharatanatyam used to be danced in the Hindu temples. So from that, what was carried out of the temple is the spirituality. So Bharatanatyam's backbone is spirituality. You cannot take it out from it. So to demonstrate, and if you want to do some of these gestures with me, I have selected a poem which talks about that sacredness and spirituality is in nature and in everywhere. This is the poem that we are going to use the gestures from. And the poem goes as follows. In fire, you are the heat. In flowers, you are the smell. In a stone, you are diamond. In words, you are intelligence. In feelings, you are love. In a tree, you are the sap. You are the heat in the sun, the mark on the moon. You are everything. You are in everything. So we are going to pick some of the gestures and you can follow along with us. So this poem, when done with music and feelings, is much more complicated and becomes a beautiful piece of movement. Here we are breaking it down, and I am only going to do some of the words so it's easy to follow. First is in fire. You are the heat. We use our fire using Alapadmam, this hand, Alapadmam. So imagine, this is a lot to do with imagination. How does fire look? Fire is burning. Try it. And then when it burns, you're also saying you are the heat. So get involved. Make the fire big. And the heat, it's all about the hand and the feeling. So imagine how a fire should look. The flames are rising up. Good. Same hand that you did the fire, you're going to do a flower. Now there are many ways of doing flower. Let me demonstrate. In a flower, you are the smell. Now flowers can be as complicated as this or as simple as this. Now what you have to remember, make sure that you think your hands are soft as a petal. So holding one hand over the other, you turn it and then open the petals. And when you do the simple one, and then smell. Smells beautiful. Similarly, when you do a flower, simple flower, your body also has to. You can't just do this, right? So open that flower, look at it, let it open, and want to do that? Nice. Then, in a word, in your words, the words could be spoken or written. Want to try that? Spoken words and written words. Vaimeni. You are of intelligence. In everything you do is intelligence. This means rising above. So there may not be a word exactly for intelligence, but rising above shows greatness. So can we put that together? In words, you are intelligence. Then next is in a tree, in feelings, your love, because there are many kinds of feelings, but love is the most beautiful feeling. So it says in feelings, which is in your heart, you are love, joy and happiness, and full of wonderfully happy thoughts. So one more time. Love comes from your heart. In a tree, you are the sap. How do you do tree? First of all, tree is huge trunk and the branches and the tree. Do you want to do that? It's that Tripataka hand. Don't keep it in a distance. Look at the tree, let it grow, open out the branches. You could do other branches and the leaves and the sap of that tree. What does that mean? It means this whole tree has a sap in. The filling the sap, the tree is made up of you, and you is that sacredness which is in every part of nature. You got the tree? Can you do it one more time? Tree. Look up. Huge branches. And the lots of leaves. And inside that, the sap is you. Good. How do you show? Sun. Cross your leg. This is the mountain. And the sun comes up gloriously. And the brightness of the sun. One more time. The sun coming up and the glory of the sun is you. And everything is you, and you are in everything, including you and me. One more time. You are in everything. You are everywhere. You are in me, and you are in you. Thank you. These are the basics of Bharatanatyam. I hope you get an opportunity to try a little bit of these gestures and learn what are the basic beginnings of a classical style of dance, which is over 2,000 years old. And our company have our dancers trained perform in this style, and we perform all over the country. And thank you for this opportunity to do this lecture demonstration with you. Thank you.